Hey mate, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gaston.
Welcome to Power Mates.
This is a place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues. So, hello again, Power Platform and Fabric enthusiasts. Today we are going to be talking about the brand new Copilot Studio. We just heard about it in Ignite. So, Alex, could you explain more around this?
Yeah, sure thing, Hassan. And yeah, I'm super excited about the Copilot Studio. But uh, first of all, let's recap on what is Copilot Studio. And maybe the question many of you probably have is what happened with Power Virtualization? You know? So, well, Microsoft Copilot Studio, you can see that as an evolution of the Power Virtualization platform. So now it's an end-to-end conversational AI platform that, again, empowers the user to create and customize Copilot using natural language or graphical interface. And when I say Copilot, that means virtualization, because now the new word to call virtualization is Copilot. Okay. So, like in Power Virtualization, with Copilot Studio, you can easily design, test, and publish Copilot that suit your specific need for internal or external scenarios across your industry or department or role. So now we can use this low-code tool, Copilot Studio, designed to simplify the creation of custom plugins, actions, generative pre-trained transformers like GPT. So whether you are extending existing Copilot former Power Virtualization or building your own Copilot, Copilot Studio put the power in your hands to create those conversational AI solutions tailored to your requirement on some point. So let's go over my machine so we can quickly review what is in the new portal. As you can see here, now the URL say, okay, is the same one, is powerba.microsoft.com. Yes, exactly, because we are in the same platform. You don't need to migrate your Power Virtualization vault to that new platform. It's the same platform or it's an evolution or the previous one. So as you can see here in the left navigation panel, for calling in some way, we have Copilot, plugins, prompt, and models. And Copilot, you are going to see all your Copilot, all your Power Virtualization. This is pretty much the same page of the same platform that we see or we are used to see in the previous platform. So here you have the Copilot, the Power Virtualization, and you can create a new Copilot. Click on New Copilot. Then you have plugins, prompt, model, and the Power Platform. So let's create one quickly so we can see what are the difference between the new platform with the old one. So let's create one, Copilot 1, Copilot, our mates. Can say, yeah, it's in English. And then we have here the option for boost conversations with generative answers. We are going to see that in the next chapter. So don't worry, let's create here. And in the meanwhile, in the Copilot Studio, we have like couple of enhancement. It's like you have customization and personalization. So Copilot Studio now allows you to fine tune your Copilot according with your specific needs. Again, you have the graphical interface for Copilot creation. So now you can visually create the conversation flows, define the logic, and integrate with external service. That is a key point. You have advanced logic and decision making. So Copilot Studio help you or empowers you to add complex logic to your Copilot. So you can create like decision tree, handle user input, or dynamically adapt for other Copilot behaviors. Of course, you have the rich connector ecosystem that we have in the Power Platform. So Copilot Studio provide a wide range of connectors to external service on API. Of course, you have the same thing that we have previously, collaboration and version control, testing and debugging, and deployment and monitoring too. So as you can see here, I create a quick Copilot here or virtualization. Again, the name Copilot PowerMate. And as you can see here on the left pane again, we have like topics that this is the same option we have in the past when we create the topic. So you can see that as the user intent, good morning, greeting, I want to buy a flight ticket. This is the same thing we have in the previous platform. Same thing for entities is when we define which is an entity, an age, a boolean, and city. And we, of course, we can create custom entities to extract certain information. And there's one of the new features or new option, generative AI. As I mentioned before, we are going to see that specifically that feature in the next chapter. We are going to see how to quickly generate generative answers using the generative AI feature. Then we have analytics that used to have the same thing. Is where we can see what is happening with our Copilot or virtualization, the publish, and these are new features too.
Yeah, that is awesome, Alex. I heard something that you mentioned around plugins. Can you explain a little bit further on that one?
Oh yeah, of course. So if you saw here when I display that, right, you can see here we have conversational plugins and AI plugins. So let's start for conversational plugins. The conversational plugins are the Microsoft Copilot conversational systems that use an orchestration logic and large language model or LAM models to help the user to achieve the goals. You know, this the system you can see like the conversational plugin as a system interpret the user requests. You know, determining the best course of actions, and then activate the appropriate uh, system plugin component of series of component, and finally generate a result and return to the user. So a conversation plugin built in Microsoft Copilot enable us as power users to extend our application behavior. So you can create new abilities that aren't natively in the Microsoft Copilot, like for example, calling and specific API, or applying sophisticated business logic, or accessing, and maybe that's something that you're going to like, Gaston, is accessing to some data source and some database are system. So that requires a configuration of some Microsoft Copilot, but it's totally doable in Copilot. And then we have the AI plugins. You know, here the last option is the AI plugins. So with AI plugins, you can create multiple types of AI plugins in Microsoft Copilot, which let you customize how Microsoft Copilot responds to your users or the business users. So Prompt Copilot, you have Prompt Copilots that use AI Builder and natural language understanding to target the specific scenarios and workflow within your business. Then you have flow plugins. Flow plugins are, for example, we use Power Automate flows to perform actions and retrieve uh, data from the same data source. You know, so and then we have connector plugins. Now this is something similar to custom connector. We are going to see that in next chapter, but with the connector plugins that use Power Platform connectors effectively, you can access data from other systems, such, we can say like Salesforce, then Mailchimp, but you can create your custom connector to SAP or to your internal system or some point. And then we have the last plugin, and maybe one of the most uh, important is like the OpenAI plugins, which use connections to custom OpenAI model that you create, so you can use your custom OpenAI models to answer to your users too.
That is awesome, Alex. I'm just thinking and mind blowing on how to start and what are the different use cases that you can leverage with this Copilot Studio.
Yeah, it's a entire war behind that. Yeah. Okay, PowerMed, that's all for today. We hope you are as excited as we are about Copilot. And in our next episode, we are going to be working on how to use generative answers in Copilot Studio.
Stay tuned for more in depth insights, tutorials, and exciting news here in our channel.
As usual, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and join us on this journey.
Together, let's unlock the full potential on Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric.
See ya.